Okay, here we go. Sorry, I have to re-show the beginning. Parentheses is a first order business. We're looking at what happens if you don't run the calculator correctly. If you don't put in that parenthesis and don't use the negative instead of the subtraction, you're going to get out bad information. Okay, and then you remember how to make an exponent. It's that caret button, and then you square it. So now you garbage in, garbage out, good information in, good information out. All right? So that's what happens with parentheses. Be ready. So this guy, I don't see parentheses, so I'm not going to put in. That is a negative, though. How do I know the difference between a negative and a subtract?
Yes. It's in front of it.
Yeah, it's in front. There's no other number. Right.
Yes.
It's all by itself.
You can tell.
Okay.
Yes.
If there's a number in a operation, a lot of times this homework especially, it'll put parentheses around the negative. If it's a negative, not a subtraction. Okay, so know the cues to know which one to use. Okay, so this one I'm just putting a -3 and then squaring it. I could use the square button, but this guy, that's the only one this one is good for. So that's why I go ahead and keep using the caret. Now I do know there's your -9 because the negative didn't get squared. Negative, it wasn't a negative times a negative, it was the negative of 3 squared. So that's the magic on that.
That's great.
So be ready for that. So if you get it wrong, don't be surprised, right? Because you're gotta put it in exactly as you see it. All right, now we're doing the next one. Parentheses, then we can do exponents. For example, I have -2, 2 minus 4 squared, 3 minus 5 cubed. Okay. You guys using the calculators or no?
Calculators? Yes.
Okay.
Little bit.
Halvesies? Sometimes, sometimes not.
Yeah.
Okay, so be careful. I see Aceli's got her own calculator. You feeling comfortable with the negatives and the numbers? Okay. So that is a perfect world. When you have a calculator, you're going to take with you to college.
Okay.
I teach 13 students on my Thursday night classes. About only like 2 have their own calculators, and I feel really bad because I can't let them take mine home because they'll lose them or forget them or something, and they're kind of stuck in a bucket. So what did Walmart had them on sale this last week, right? No. I wanted to get one so bad, but I have so many I dare not.
Yeah, but that's like Texas Instrument ones though.
No, they had like the 15 one on sale like for 11 or something like that. I saw. So let me see. They're not quite as fancy as this. They're the blue ones. I don't know if Miss Klein has them in her room or somebody.
I had one of those actually. That's crazy.
Yeah. I think I have all my calculators in my college bag, but strong word of advice. Invest in it. No, that one's really fancy.
Yeah,
that one's like $200. Jeez. Okay. All right. Did anybody do this yet?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
20.
You got 20?
Negative.
Negative 20. Okay. Okay. According to the examples, it says 16. So let's figure out what happened. It's a -2 times a -2 squared minus 3 times a negative 2 cubed. Then this guy is a 4, negative 2 times 4 minus 3 times a negative 8. And you know me, I do it so much I don't particularly need a calculator. But if this was like for my paycheck or whatever, you know, I would use a calculator because I don't want to make a mistake, right? And who doesn't make mistakes, right? Everybody. We're all mistake people. So if you, and the more math you do, guess what? Oh, I'm shining on you again, aren't I? The more mistakes you make, just the way it is. But the more you practice, you won't make the same mistake twice. Okay? So there's exponents. Please excuse. Now this is the snake in the grass. When we multiply, there is.
There's a snake in there too?
There is.
I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me.
What kind of snake?
Well, which one do I do first? Multiply or divide?
Whatever comes first.
Yeah. Whoever, as you read a book.
Left or right.
Yep.
Yeah, but also it also depends on what's first though too, doesn't it?
At the left goes first. Multiply or divide as you read a book.
Really? I didn't know.
Do them
Multiply from the right.
That's smooth.
in order. And that's why a lot of teachers don't like, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, they don't like that. That was the one on sale. Diego, that was the one on sale. Yeah, that was on sale. They're nice ones. Yeah.
But he didn't get it on sale.
Did you get on sale?
No, he rich.
Okay.
Don't worry about sales.
I always look at sales.
I'm a sale girl. Can't raise, you can't raise a family of 5 without getting the sales.
But they don't notice.
Okay.
You just got something to do with this. Bye-bye. But this,
Hey.
one time I caught a lady trying to steal a battery. A battery? Yeah.
Okay, back to math. Sorry, I get distracted easily.
That's good.
Okay, what do I do first?
Dude, just for battery.
You did that first.
Oh, in the
So
parentheses.
8 times negative.
Can I do anything in there?
Yeah, 8 times negative
No,
3.
inside. In.
Oh, no.
No. Okay.
I don't know if you saw it. She just grabbed it. She was already
Got to keep this clear. The parentheses there are saying there's a multiplication question. It's not about the inside of parentheses. It's about what do you do with the parentheses? Do you do that first, or do you divide first? According to this, which one do you do first?
You would divide
I'll
first.
divide.
Yeah, that makes a difference in the answer.
Is that 8 or a 3?
This is an 8. That's a 3.
No, I think it's a grid.
So when you're
it'd be
put it in your calculator, and guess what, guys? You don't have to be wrong then.
is it 9?
Okay.
Is it 9?
Yeah.
Positive 9.
But I'm doing it without a calculator, so I'm showing you step by step.
We're just waiting for the
On what?
one.
On baby.
Did you put it in your calculator correctly?
Yes,
Yes, I got 9.
Okay, so you're good. Please, my Aunt Sally, add or subtract, same rule. Okay, I didn't note that up here left to right, so that's why I'm writing it down now. Okay, let's see if I can find one like that.
Yeah, I might.
You should have invited me. See the wallet.
You said it was the
Okay,
other way
here's a good one.
How you do that, bro?
With his fingers.
Okay. No parentheses, gentlemen. No parentheses. No exponents. Multiply and divide next. What do I do first?
You would divide first.
Divide. Okay.
Well, first you would add.
Oh, that's the last thing you do. Thank you for saying something. Why don't we add first?
Because you mess it up.
PEMDAS, yeah, Board of Operations. You're going to get two different answers. And again, that calculator spoils us. Because you put it in the calculator, it does the PEMDAS for you. Guaranteed. If you put it in correctly. What's next? If you put it in correctly. Yeah, it's as good as the person who's holding it. So what's next?
Multiply.
Yep.
And then you add, then you subtract.
Yep. Because it's in order, isn't it? There we go. Okay, the lesson, according to the college textbook, yeah, I have to show you one more thing. Ready, gentlemen?
Hey, shut up over here.
Let's get deeper. I got one more thing to show you. It's the absolute value. Okay? This is 32. Okay, some of you guys have had experience with this, some of you haven't. So, the absolute value of a negative 3 is, whoa. What's the absolute value of a negative 3?
3.
3, right. Remember, an absolute value is just a distance from 0. That's how we know what it is. There is no ears, especially if I'm talking. Please, no earbuds.
I was watching this video.
Let's don't do that.
I was watching the math video.
But, oh, sorry. Not right now. Let me finish, and then I'll let you into it, okay? So, guys, this is a big deal. Okay, absolute value is the distance from 0, so the absolute value of a negative 3 is 3. What's the absolute value of 3?
3.
Still 3. Good job. What if I put an opposite sign outside of the absolute value? What happens?
-3.
Back to a negative 3. And let me see if there's another one I can show you. What if you see it in a problem like this?
I would.
What do I do first?
What's inside those lines?
Yeah. Now, does our calculator have absolute value?
No.
No. So it's going to let us down. Yours might, Julian, on your fancy one. I don't know. I've never seen a calculator with absolute value on it. So that means you have to know what to do, and you treat them like parentheses. You do it first. Okay? So I have a negative 3.
Yeah, mine does.
Okay.
I got brackets.
All right. So if I no, it's got to have bars.
Oh.
It has to be straight lines.
It has to be straight lines, and I don't see straight lines. You can look. Yep. Okay. So what am I doing? After I process the absolute value, the absolute value bars disappear. So what's the absolute value of 5 minus 7?
2.
Yes. So that's where that goes,
You
and
do
then
that first?
yes, you treat it like parentheses.
Oh, there's no exponents. Remember.
Yeah.
That does
So what do I do now?
You multiply.
Yes.
Negative
Now
4.
your calculator can come in handy.
So it's
Final
negative
answer? We're with integers.
7. Negative 7.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can do trig.
Perfect. But no absolute value, huh?
You know.
All right. What do you do with your calculator if you see you guys, I remember this. You didn't do very good on the test with this.
What?
On the order of operations for whole numbers. You
What's
had a
that?
bar. You had a bar
Oh, that
like
was
this.
easy.
Well, some people did. They didn't try because they couldn't put it in their calculator. Oh, pickles! I don't want a 4 there. Sorry, messed
All
up.
pickles, man.
I didn't get my erasable pen out. Well, come on, Fisher. 6 minus 2 times the negative 6 all over
Oh yeah, I remember.
negative 2 minus negative 2 squared. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do it on your calculator. There's 2 ways. You can either do the top, do the bottom, then divide, or in your calculator, you
just
can.
have to put the parentheses around it.
Okay, on. Yeah, you got to put everything in. You see this fraction button here? Okay, on the top, I can put 6 minus 2 times negative 6 parenthesis. See what I did?
That's the easiest way.
Okay, well, it is. I agree. Negative 2 minus parenthesis, negative 2 parenthesis, and then I can use my squared button and hit the equal sign. So, see, this should have now been, you know, got to know your instruments. That's going to keep you sharp in the workplace as well as in a classroom. Again,
Here's one.
you're held back because you don't use your time well, and you're held back because you're not willing to learn new things. So you've got to give it a try. Got to give it a try. I'm not sure. Yep, this is the right answer. So
You are.
watch the video again if you want to see it. Otherwise, I'll let you to your homework. Thank you.
That's